Hello, I'm Aquatic and welcome back to the video. So today I'm doing something really quite different to anything I've done before because this is going to be a Minecraft time capsule. So I've seen a few of these things done on the internet before where people put a bunch of information in and then a couple of years later they come and dig out the post, and it's really quite interesting to see, like the internet version of the idea of a time capsule because you can go to it any time, but then in 2 years we'll come back, in 2020, we'll go and see the state of Minecraft compared to how it is today, and we'll compare all these points we think are kind of relevant now and see if we look back and say, well, we were stupid to think that, or if we look back and say, yeah, that was actually a pretty good prediction. So that's what I'm doing with today's video, the 2020 Minecraft capsule. I'm not going to look back at this video after I post it until 2020, so hopefully you all do enjoy it. Please do like this if you do like it because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do enjoy this little bit of a different idea. And I will mention before anything else that the top comments from down below I'll also go back and check in like 2 years, and that can be a relevant thing. So if you want to make a prediction about the game or just say what you think is about, just say anything you want about the game, and then the top comments will be also a little bit of a time capsule back into 2018. So I'm going to try and split the video into like a series of like both predictions and statements about the current game that I think will change at some point soon. So for instance, Minecraft right now is a very confused game when it comes to the console versions because there's two versions that are available on both Minecraft Xbox and soon to be Minecraft Switch. There's Minecraft Xbox One Edition and Minecraft Switch Edition, and then there's also Minecraft that is just on Xbox and on Switch. Right now it's caused a lot of confusion amongst people. Like still to this day you see people asking like, so what's the deal? Is that the new one or the old one? And then you also see a bunch of people who really don't like the new version, and there's a fair few reasons why, because it releases a buggy product. But again, in 2 years I think that this will be a funny footnote in history, maybe like, oh, did you know at one point a game developer actually released 2 copies of the same game side by side that competed with each other? I think that's how things will be in 2 years. So yeah, right now Minecraft is in a very confused state on the consoles where it exists in 2 versions at the same time, and if I had to guess, that won't be the case in 2 years, in 2020, when we go back and reopen this. So the second thing I'm going to say is that the updated Aquatic is currently the big thing I think everyone is excited for, and we expect it to be the biggest update in years, either since the 1.9 update or the 1.8, potentially bigger than either, but at the very least it's going to be the biggest update in a couple of years, maybe the biggest update in 3 or 4 years since 1.8 released, all the way back in 2014. Again, that's I feel like a widely spread prediction. It's what I would say, and we'll see when the update comes out how fondly it's remembered in 2 years, because again, in 2 years the updated Aquatic will be just as old as the combat update is to us today, but I really, I expect it to be the biggest update. A lot of people expect it to be the same, and that is what's going on there. The next prediction I'm going to make is that Minecraft will probably be the biggest game of all time, because right now Minecraft is the second best-selling game of all time, like across all platforms. It sold 144 million copies, and it's head and shoulders above the third game, Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's coming close to Tetris. It's about 25 million sales below Tetris. Right now it's the second biggest game of all time. I would very strongly expect that in 2 years' time it will have bridged that gap and it will become the best-selling game of all time. Again, when I come back to this video in 2 years, maybe Minecraft is in the ashes and everyone forgot about that game, but I assume that it'll be going just as strong in some form of the game, and it'll have sold those 25 million copies, because again, sell 144 million copies in 8 years, with most of those sales coming in the past few years. It doesn't take a genius to work out that, those last 25 million sales might just happen, particularly with all the re-releases and new consoles and new versions they do release. It just makes sense that at some point it'll manage to sell those those 25 million and become the best-selling game ever to release. And yeah, it's funny actually, because a couple of years ago and even now, some people question like, did Microsoft make a good decision spending those $2.5 billion to buy Minecraft? And it's seeming like a better and better decision as time goes on. So maybe in 2 years it'll be looked back as like almost as good as Disney buying Star Wars or something like that. It might be noted as one of the best acquisitions, or if the game's dead in a year, then it'll be one of the worst ones. So we'll see how that goes. Did Microsoft make a good decision, and would it be the best-selling game of all time? I guess we can't find out, so we come back and check this video. Next up, the game is currently biggest on mobile, and Java Edition is the smallest community. So the Pocket Edition is the largest single community of the game, and the Java Edition is the single smallest. It used to be the other way around. It used to be that the Java Edition was the biggest and the Pocket Edition was the smallest, and maybe it will flip in the next 2 years, but again, maybe that will just be like a footnote in history that like, oh, did you know the Java Edition was big? Again, we'll have to see how things go in 2 years, but yeah, right now the game is biggest on mobile. I would make the prediction that that's going to continue, and that will also lead a lot more. I think the the demographic decrease in Minecraft, where the age has been slowly going down, probably will decrease. I mean, at some point you'd figure like, can it go any lower? But yeah, right now that's something where Minecraft is like slowly starting to be known as a kids game while still having a huge adult community at the same time. Maybe one of those will be bigger and the other one won't be, but that's how the game is known right now. Sony is still holding back on crossplay for Minecraft, so it's not just for Minecraft, but it's especially for Minecraft. Even though the Minecraft developers have offered a bunch of compromises, Sony has refused to put Minecraft on their platform, and as a result, all the current gen consoles can play with each other, and current gen consoles plus PC plus mobile can all play together on the the Bedrock version. However, PS4 is currently exempt, and it seems like it's going to be exempt. However, my prediction is in 2 years we'll see the end of this, because there's going to be a change of leadership, and someone's going to say like, why are we doing all this? That's my hope. That's my dream. I hope that in 2 years we'll look back and we'll say, wow, Sony at one point wasn't going to allow crossplay. That was crazy, and that's the dream at the very least, I would say. And yeah, just for a couple more things at the end here, I'm going to go through the top Minecraft Reddit posts of the week, as well as my top videos currently, and we can kind of like, again, I personally will think these are fun to look back at, one of which is like the community's thoughts right now, at least the Reddit community, and one of which is going to be like my personal outlook, because again, this is a time capsule, not just for Minecraft, but also for myself personally. So these are the top Reddit posts from the past week. Apparently I made a pineapple under the sea. Someone's really excited about being able to build underwater, so they made themselves SpongeBob. It's quite beautiful. The next one is finally, because a recent change is being able to have water exist in the same block as fence posts, so you can do these beautiful little cobbled paths, and people are really happy about that. Getting back into the game just for that. The next one is my never build. It's just an impressive never build. This next one here is someone who's just discovered that you can make a coat rack using J's on a thing. Again, I really, really, really love this one. Personally, it's one of the most stupid tips, but it's also like a really good one, because you just put a bunch of J's on a sign and suddenly it works wonderful. Then the next one is the new corals look awesome, because the corals have just been released in the past week or so as this video comes out, and yeah, people are loving the look of them. Maybe in 2 years they'll be hated, or maybe they'll still be the best looking block in the game, but I don't imagine they'll look exactly like this. So then also, like I said, they're the top Reddit posts. Let's go back and let's see what my top videos of all time and also of the past like little bit are. So the most viewed videos on my channel of all time are 10 mobs and their weaknesses, 5 rare features nobody cares about, Minecraft beaten in 95 seconds, top 5 removed features that sucked, and Minecraft 360/PS3 mods confirmed ... or not. And that's one of my favorite like titles ever, because like at the time there was a bunch of like clickbait titles saying mods are confirmed, so I was like, oh, I'll use the same evidence and use it to prove how that isn't confirmed. So I thought that was pretty good. And then the most viewed videos from the last month or so, according to YouTube analytics, are Minecraft world record beaten in 95 seconds, 1.13 swimming in oceans changed. People really loving that. People are loving the magma super flat challenge. People are loving Minecraft deaths versus real life deaths, and also the trident being the best weapon. I made a whole video about that, and people have been enjoying that recently. So yeah, those are my 5 most viewed videos from the past week. Those are my 5 most viewed videos full time. Those are the 5 top Reddit posts of this time, and now it goes down to you. So again, in 2 years, I'm gonna try not to look back at this video in that time. In 2 years, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna like do something with it, react to it, or just look at it, take the key points, see how different they've become. But I'm also gonna be asking you in the comments down below to write something you think is true about Minecraft, or to make a prediction about Minecraft in 2 years. And again, it's gonna be kind of fun to just go back and see this, because honestly, even going back to like things from like a year ago, I'm like, oh, I've actually changed how I do this and that since then, and I think it's kind of interesting to see that, and maybe you do all agree. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Like if you liked it, share if you liked it, and subscribe if you're around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.